We'll just go live. Can y'all hear me? Testing one, two. Hello. Can you hear me? What's going on, everybody? Can y'all hear me? Okay, cool. All right. Good to see y'all. Thank y'all, by the way. Yeah, 600. It's been a little journey. I was checking today. This live officially will make 250 videos for me, but Friday pretty much is 250 videos, and I'm happy to be here to share them with y'all. Oh yeah, I'm a big car guy. I go to LS Fest every year. What's up, Jose? How you doing, brother? So if you're new to my channel, hey, I appreciate you. Uh, you know, I try to do these giveaways every now and then and take care of my viewers as much as y'all take care of me. So I'm having a good time doing it. And thank y'all. It is so hot and muggy here in Kentucky. It's just humidity's like 85% or something like that today. And then uh, pollen's high today. So it's just kind of the it, air conditioning is absolutely key. What's going on, Matthew? Hey, Tom, what's going on? How are you doing? Well, just to give y'all a little heads up of what's been going on with me here lately is I'm, going to school. I had finals last week, and for the particular class I was taking, um, actually started a new class today. I'll be done in January. Kind of be glad when I am because I feel like I'm not doing the best I can for the videos, and because a lot of times I'm doing my videos at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and then editing and then uploading before I go to bed for the following day. So I mean that's how it's been running for quite a while now. So I'll kind of be glad when all this is over, so I can, uh, you know, do more quality videos for y'all. What's going on, El Cap? How you doing? As T Fetch? Yeah, women's studies. No, I'm going to school for gunsmithing. So the reason why I'm doing gunsmithing is, I'm a big car guy. My very first car was a '67 Nova Super Sport. Um, I actually bought a car before my 16th birthday, and I still own it. It's a '77 Nova Concours. It's a pretty much like a Canadian Nova. Doesn't say Nova on it anywhere but the owner's manual. but I pretty much still have it, but it's sitting in a fence row. And then I've got a bunch of cars that I work on, and me and my buddy used to customize cars when I got out of uh, the army. Uh, we were busting out some pretty high dollar cars. I actually had some go to Barrett Jackson that I've worked on. I've had a couple cars that I've worked on go to SEMA. I've had a couple cars go to the Grade 8 in Detroit, and you got to get picked to be in the Grade 8 to win the Riddler Award. People like Chip Foose and uh, Dave Kindig, they win the Riddler. Uh, but we've had several cars in the Grade 8. I don't know. Uh, the way the ATF has been past few years, I've been kind of leery about um, getting my FFL. I want to, and I'm going to, but doing your stuff from home, that opens up your home from to the ATF. If you have a physical building away from your house, um, you know, they can just come there. Yeah, I plan on getting a CNC machine, a lathe. I've got an end mill and stuff like that already. But what I was getting to is, with my car background and my arm, I just can't hold a wrench for more than 5 minutes at a time, and I wanted to stay mechanical, and so I figured, I always liked guns, and they've always been in my life. Why not use what I've got left to work on them because they're not as big and heavy and not as hard to work on. Well, that's good. I hope he gets his master's. My wife, she's going to college too, and she's going for social media marketing and business management, all that. And so she's going to run the CB tactical side of everything behind the scenes, pretty much. She's a smart cookie. Boy, is she motivated. Yeah, we figured since she could get a piece of my GI Bill, um, she'd go to school too. So that's what she did. Mike Curtis, hey, thank you for everything, man. You're awesome. I appreciate you. Pepper Dingo, you too. I hope everybody's doing good today. Hope it's not too hot where you are at. Would y'all be interested in seeing some of my cars that I've got tucked away? They're not great by any means. I worked on other people's cars more than I did mine, but I still got some work to do to them. All right, cool. I will. Got a '64 Impala Super Sport. It's on air ride. I took the original 327 4 speed out of it to save it because it'd been bored 60 over his last time it could be bored. And so I just stuck it in a corner and I put a 350 in it with a 700R transmission. Made it look like a 4 speed, but it's an automatic. It's cool as crap. It's pretty nice. Made a custom hood for it. Uh, my wife's got a '65 Mustang. I've got a '71 Trans Am that's LS converted, 6 speed. That's why I go to LS Fest all the time. and then I've got a 77 Suburban, looks like a rust wagon, but it's basically like a 2010 Chevy truck underneath. So I drive it all over the country. See, I like the first gen Mustangs. They're all right. And I actually bought a '07 Mustang for my wife because uh, I wanted a Camaro. I'm a GM guy, but she likes Mustangs, and so I bought a '07 Mustang because it has had the first gen Mustang styling to it. I really liked it, but the motor was just junk. 4.6, they ain't no good. What's going on, Dwayne? What's going on, Tom? How you doing? Got two Toms in there now. Oh, that's sweet, Mike. See, and I like the first part of the second gens, the I like 69, 71. The Mustang 2s, they had a great front end. You put them under everything, but they were the ugliest Mustangs ever. Except the Cobras. The Cobras were all right. See, that's what hurt me, T Fetch, is sanding. I was sanding my buddy's 64 Galaxy. He went on vacation and I hand sanded it to bare metal in 5 days while he was gone on vacation. And he come back and I couldn't move my arm for 2 weeks. Oh, that's cool, Pepper Dingo. Now I'm not by any means trying to like outdo anybody. But you gotta understand, my dad, he was like the biggest Nova guy in Kentucky. When I was 16 years old, he had at least 250 Novas on the property. Uh, People would come all over the country to buy parts from my dad. And there's a club called the National Nostalgic Nova Club, and he was one of the first members of it. Wayne Bushy in Pennsylvania runs it, and so I grew up with Novas. Like I was destined to have a Nova, but when I turned 18, I kind of went my way. And I'm a child of the 70s and 80s. So, I wanted uh, Camaros, Trans Ams. Yeah, they are. Uh, I used to drive my dad's 63 Nova Super Sport in the parades around here all the time when I was a kid. Weird coming to a knife channel and talking about cars, ain't it? I'm sorry, guys. I just love my cars and I love my knives and guns and everything. It's just, I mean, I just can't help it. I'm addicted. Pontiac Nova. Heck yeah. See, Pontiac was better than Chevrolet in a lot of ways because Pontiac not only focused on muscle, they focused on uh, comfort muscle. I got a 73 Super Sport hatchback right now that we drug out of the fence row probably a month ago. It was a 350 car. Tri fives are nice too, Matthew. See, I everybody tells me that T Fetch, but You know, I don't really have the time to dedicate to that right now. But definitely, you know, January, February or so, somewhere around there, that is a good possibility. Hey, nobody wants some stock, Mike. 351, great motor. It's so good that the Chevrolet LS heads are based on Windsor heads. The funny thing about cars is they all kind of pull from each other. If you look through history and you set a 49 Chevrolet and a 49 Ford next to each other, they kind of look alike. Then you get in the 70s, you set a Torino next to a Chevelle, kind of looks alike. A good example of it now is the new 2024 Dark Horse Mustang. Bad dude, man. It's a bad car, but it's supposed to be like a Hellcat eater. And the 2024 Dark Horse Mustang looks almost like a Camaro. It just it's kind of crazy. The roof line, the way the grill and everything is. They definitely all went to the same school of design. That's for sure. See, the Le Mans Sport was a better GTO. You had luxury, and then you had muscle. Oh, that's cool, Mike. Yeah, I'm actually gonna put a roll cage in my Trans Am and everything. I'm gonna start taking it to the track. Let my wife take it down the track and everything. Her dad used to race a Gremlin, and he never would let her take it down the track. Then he passed away, and his wife sold it, so she never got to drive it. Well, and Chevrolet uh, contracted Allison to make the transmission for the Duramax. Well, now it's going in the Ram, I think Ram or the F-150, one of the two. But it's like, yeah, they all pull from each other. It's crazy. Well, hey, let's talk about some knives for a minute. I guess I mean, sit here and talk for 20 minutes about cars. I appreciate that, you guys. I really do. Uh, that's one of my passions. It's just something I love. But I'll definitely get a video and let y'all see everything that I got. It's kind of junky, but it's my junk, and I like it. So, oh dang, Mike, that's pretty good. Yeah, unfortunately, people are kind of, I don't know. I think some tracks I've seen rejuvenation in, and then others are just dying like no tomorrow. Uh, Beach Bend's right next door to me. I mean, it's 20 miles from me, and I'd say 20 years ago, you know, there's a handful of people there, and now it's so packed every weekend. Like there's something going on there every week, and it's NHRA strip too. So they do alcohol and all them big ones up there. Street outlaws come all the time. Let y'all know that. Hey, I appreciate them all, but you can't hate on Ford really, because we wouldn't have no cars if it wasn't for Henry Ford. Chevrolet worked for Ford. The Dodge brothers worked for Ford. They all left Ford and went and made their own. So I respect them all. They all have a place in history. They all have a place with us. Oh, is he? Well, I'm gonna beat him, I guess. Don't mean to, but I guess I'm gonna beat him. So now we got some people in here. Let's go ahead and give this Kershaw filter away. Hey, what's going on, Randy? How you doing, brother? All right, so I've already got it put in the generator. Let's go ahead and oh, wait a minute. I gotta get the comments first. Oh, I guess it sit there for so long. Oh, gotta solve a problem too. All right, so let's see who gets the filter. All right, Mod L Fishing and Outdoors. Heck yeah. Well, Mod L, either send me an email that's linked in the giveaway video that you commented on, or you can message me on Instagram and I'll get it right out to you. I like this knife. I like the design of it. Of course, I like Kershaw, so uh, it's pretty neat liner lock. It's got the Kershaw Speed Assist in it. That's world famous. ZT also runs those in there. So congratulations, Mod L Fishing and Outdoors. Let me write that down so I don't forget. I want y'all to get y'all stuff. All right, cool. And I apologize that it's kind of backwards, but I think y'all can see that is awesome. All righty, so get this ready for the next one. All right. So what have y'all been carrying on a daily basis? I have been carrying, well, that's a good one. The Victorinox XLT, petrified fish. There you go, Firehawk. Rock that thing. So he won the petrified fish from me, the Victor, the last giveaway. Uh, Case Sodbuster, Case Peanut, and Classic SD. Heck yeah, Mike. American Blade Works Model 1. That's nice. Kershaw Link. There you go, El Cap. I like the bug out. The Mannix 2. My buddy, my battle buddy, when I was in the Army, I was in, we were in Iraq and I got hurt. Well, in the Army, that's weakness. And, um, it's just considered bad. Well, this guy I got put with me, this specialist E4, and he was assigned to me to be my battle buddy, make sure I got everywhere I needed to go because I was walking on crutches and shit. He hated me the first time he saw me. He just thought he was being punished, and so he hated me. Had words for me all the time. Kind of treated me crappy for a while, and then he got to know me, and you know, ever since we've been just best friends. I mean, he's my battle buddy. I'd die for him. He'd die for me. So he contacted me here not too long ago, and he's like, "Hey, I'm thinking about." Uh, he showed me this Spider Co. he just bought, and it's a pair three. And he's like, what do you think about this? And I was like, love it. Awesome knife. And he's like, so I'm thinking of starting a collection. What do you think I should do? And so I just took a bunch of stuff that I had doubles of. Like I had a couple of bug outs. I've got the Smoky Mountain Knife Works exclusive, and then I had a regular one. So I sent him the regular one, sent him a PM2 to go along with his pair three. Uh, Sent him a Griptilian uh, and stuff like that. And, you know, but I love those knives. I think they're awesome. Bug out, Mannix 2, all that. Tempest Pinion. Heck yeah. See, some people don't like to carry a 4-inch blade, Matthew, because they think it's too big. But for me personally, you know, I think that's awesome. So what I'm carrying this week is my ZT0562. This is essentially the Hinder XM18. It's just a few little differences than the XM18. Uh, but I really love this titanium scales, 20 CV blade, and I just can't stop carrying it. This is just one of my favorite knives right now. And instead of messing up my, Hinderer knives, I just went ahead and got the ZT0562, which is Rick Hinderer's design. It's just made by Kershaw ZT. Uh, love that knife. Just can't get it out of my pocket. And then my fixed blade I'm carrying, and since I've gotten it, I just can't stop carrying this one either. This is the Hinder Emmett. Uh, Viewer sent me a, a lanyard, so I went ahead and put it on there. Got a pretty cool bead on it, but this is about the size of a it's 3.85 inches, something like that, almost 4 inches. I mean, for a fixed blade, it's awesome. It comes in this awesome sheath. So I find that when it's in a leather sheath, a lot of people don't even pay attention to it. But when they see that Kydex, man, they just kind of freak out a little bit over that. So, but that's what I've been carrying this week, other than my Leatherman, of course. I always carry a P2 on me, the P2 free. Love these knives. I've wore these things out. They're just awesome tools. Highly recommend Leatherman. Highly recommend. I know they're expensive, but it's gonna last a lifetime. And if it breaks, it got a 25-year warranty. So yeah, that Hinder Emmett, I'm just in love with it. It fits my hand good. It's comfortable. Uh, it's just a good fixed blade. Good fixed blade. This is 20 CV also, so that's kind of his signature steel, his standard steel he uses. But never really rocked a knife with a lanyard before, but somebody sent it to me, and I was like, well, shoot, that's kind of cool. So I went ahead and threw it on there. Thank you for that, by the way. Yeah, hey, consistency, just keep pushing it out there. People will eventually start falling in. Sometimes they come in droves, sometimes they just trickle in. But just keep at it. Watch City Knives. It's a pretty hard sometimes. Yeah, the Leatherman garage is gone. Like, if you didn't get it the day that they posted it, like, it's gone. Now you can watch, they make different stuff, but man, I know it's sexy too. The They Cerakote the blade, that Cody brown color. Yeah, it's pretty nice with Magna Cut. Now it's $300 too. That kind of it makes the heart flutter a little bit. If y'all are in the chat, go subscribe to Watch City Knives. I'm kind of new to this, so I don't know how to link you uh, in the chat, but look up Watch City Knives and give them a follow. Also, give Randy WSG a follow. He's a great guy. Does some good content. Got some great knives coming out over there on his channel. Mike Curtis needs to do one. Uh, the way RJ and everybody talks about him, he's got a crazy, crazy collection. Well, I can understand that too, T Fetch. Sometimes we got to be lazy. That's all right. Yeah, Randy's a pretty good guy. So I've got some, some traditional stuff still coming out. I'm, some modern stuff as well. Got another Leatherman I'm gonna do a video on. I just haven't got to it yet. Mm. Well, El Cap, I may have to look into that. Do you want to do it, Tom? Somebody want to be a moderator? Well, thank you, Pepper Dingo. I appreciate that. Okay, I will add you, Tom. All right, there you go, Tom. Thank you. Yeah. So, I mean, in this world where everything is computers and cell phones and everything like that, I know enough to get in trouble. And, I grew up on a farm. I stayed out in the woods all the time. Uh, I just use enough to get by with. That's why my wife is going to school so she can manage all this for me. Todd Carr, how you doing? Rain clouds. Where you live, Sean? It looked a little dark most of the day here. That's why humidity's high. A closet Amish. Oh, that's so funny. Well, I've got a story about that. I know a guy that he used to come down to my dad's house when I was growing up, and he was an Amish guy. He come riding up on a horse and buggy, uh, and he had the reddest hair you ever seen. Well, he wasn't originally Amish. He married into the Amish, and so converted, right? And he used to come to my dad's to drink and hide out. He'd park his horse and buggy out behind the house, nobody could see it. And he was a funny drunk, I'm telling you. Hey, thank you, Tom. See if you can throw Randy's out there too, if you don't mind. Hey, it's my pleasure. I loved being in the military. My dad was in the military when I was growing up. All I wanted to do since I was a little kid was be in the military. Well, I was a chunker, when I was like 14, 15 years old, I weighed 210, and at 5'9", mm, that's round that's round, let me go ahead and put it that way. So when I turned 18, nobody would take me, even though I was very, very athletic. I could run fast, I was strong. I wasn't like I was really limber. Uh, it wasn't like I was, a couch potato. And I tried from the time I was 18 until finally, because the war in Iraq and Afghanistan, they dropped their standards to where I could squeak through. And I finally got in, and I turned into a machine in the army. I ran all the time. I lost a bunch of weight, and uh, I just it was me, and I was bound and determined that I was gonna retire in the military. I didn't expect to retire the way I did, but I fully expected to make it till at least 50, 52. Try to get 30 in, but it just didn't happen. Yeah, I've got bad wheels now. I can't really, walk a lot because got hurt in Iraq. I just don't really want to talk about all that. But I hurt my knee and my hip pretty bad. And so I can't really walk or run very fast. I've got all my appendages, by the way, but uh, so that's why I got out of the military was because I just couldn't run no more. And then, you know, I stayed busy working in the shop and everything like that. And then once this happened to me, I was like, I'm gonna go to school and whatnot. And that's where it led to me kind of being a couch potato now. So I've gained some weight back. I'm not too big, I weigh about 225, so I got a barrel belly, beer belly. I like my beer. Mm. Oh man, that sucks. Good news is though, if you ever need another plate, you can take that titanium and make some knife scales out of it or something. That would be kind of cool, talking point. Hey, check out my new knife I got here. Brand new titanium scales. They come fresh out of my hip. I'm not making fun of your plight. I'm just trying to, be uplifting about it. I know it sucks. I know it sucks. And I think that's part of the older generation too. You're so used to working, you're so used to going, you're so used to doing this and that and the other, and then when you have something like this happen, you don't know what to do. It's like your brain's going 10,000 miles an hour, but your body's only going one. And so beer is good food, pepper dingo. That is the truth. Yeah. Right, Sean? How you doing, man? I would rock those scales. I mean, I'm just saying, I would be like, "Hey, check out my hip scales." Your feet go half a mile an hour, right? I like Shiner Bock. It's good. That's funny. Had your X-rays as your picture. Well, my picture actually is the knife that really started my collection. When I got out of the army in 2011, I had carried these SOG tridents. I had the Tanto version and then the drop point version. Uh, I carried these every day in our rack in my pocket every single day. And when I got home, I was like, it's time to retire these. They're rough, they just look rough, and one of the pocket clips broke off, and I was just like, it's time to retire them. So I'm just gonna get me something new, and I got the Benchmade Mini Barrage and 154 CM. I love 154 CM. It is like the best steel for sharpening, corrosion. I mean, I have had good luck out of 154 CM for sure. I don't think so right now, Tom. I appreciate it. That'd be cool. I'm gonna follow you, Watch City. That'd be cool. I'd watch those. I think we're all broke. It don't take much. Well, just work hard your whole life. That's what it takes. See, I like the Trident. I thought the Tridents were great knives back in the day, Randy. Uh, actually, SOG made some back then. They were making some really good knives, and then their quality kind of dropped off for a while, and now they're starting to come back out with some better knives. But you're paying for them. That's what usually happens, Sean. Kids and wives, the only thing they're good for is taking stuff away from you. That's not true. That's not true. So, did you like the Buck Cavalier? I think it's pretty cool knife, actually. I actually have it right here. Yeah, I want a Jack Wolf gunslinger. I do want a gunslinger. I like it. I guess because it's a liner lock. Well, sometimes that happens too, Sean. Mileage will do that to you too, just like a car, I guess. Yeah, you'll find a lot of SOGs on military posts too. Yeah, Jack Wolf has really got it going on as far as traditional styling, but you know, bringing his version, modern version into this era, which I still love the traditionals, but I like to see, it's kind of like an artist. I like to see people's twists on it and how they do it. And Jack Wolf's doing a good job. See, Trade USA's, they're nice. Made a Kydex sheath for RJ's Schrade uh, sharp finger. Mm, hate to hear that, T Fetch. Yeah, it was kind of popular El Cap because a lot of people in the army are younger, and so Cold Steel appealed to the younger crowd, and they all kind of looked a little tactical. So Cold Steel was a lot of people carried Cold Steel. Shoot, I've hurt my back getting out of the bed before. You never know when you're gonna get a muscle pull or something. It's crazy. I hate getting old. Well, make sure Pepper Dingo, when you if you do get one, get 154 CM, not CPM 154. That's a different kind of steel. Yeah, Jack Wolf, they think a lot of them. That's for sure. Uh, see, yeah, I told you, Randy. I mean, it don't take much when you got a little age on you. You can sneeze, you can get crawl out of the bed. Hey, Kelly, how you doing? But it's easy to get the two confused. 154 CM, 150 CPM, 154. Yeah, that can do it to you. Anytime you got cut on the body is no good. It's no good. It's hard to get over it. Oh, Mike, you have a good one. Make sure you check it out later in case you won. If you did, we'll try to get a hold of you, buddy. Okay, if you won one, you have a good one. Yes, sir. 154 CM. Yeah, T fetch and back issues. I mean, you can't do nothing if your back's hurt. That's your whole core. You can't lift nothing. You can't walk. You can't lay down. You can't sit. You can't do nothing. It's just miserable. Miserable. That's that happens a lot more often than people think, Crispy Critter. Yes. You could use the cold bluing. Is that what you're wanting to know, Firehawk? That would work on your clip. As long it I don't think it'd work if it's aluminum or titanium. It might work on titanium, but for sure if it's steel. Take a magnet to it. If it's steel, bluing will work. And it'd be pretty too. Just gotta keep applying coats. Okay, Tom. Man, you're the man. Sean, you might be right. I'm not totally sure on the history of 154. Kaiser is doing a lot of 154. That's kind of why I like Kaiser because they're smooth action. They're using 154 CM. Yeah, that's bad, Randy. That's bad. Because if you're a hospice patient, you are literally on your deathbed. And if the person next to you is dying and they feel bad for you, god dang, I feel bad for you just hearing that, sir. Oh, that's crazy. I haven't heard that T fetch. Huh. That's crazy because I've worked with a lot of aluminum in my lifetime. A lot. But no, I won't go there. I was gonna say I'm halfway there, but uh, Alzheimer's ain't no joke. Kaiser's very hard to beat for the money. I think they're excellent, excellent Chinese company. I mean, I hate to say it about because I hate supporting China, uh, but you know, a lot of these knives coming out today are just for the money and the quality. They're outdoing a lot of American knives. I mean, is I said it. I said it. It's out there. I bet she was a fun patient. I love old people. They got the best stories ever, and they have no filter. I love it. Yeah, we've got a lot of Kaisers. Uh, I know I've showed this one 100 times. Well, this is the beg letter in 154 cm black micarta. Actually, I think that's green. It's just really dark. Uh, where is it? Where is it? Oh yeah, this is the Kaiser Doman, and it's an N690. but my wife had CB Tactical put on the blade for me. This is back, oh gosh, almost almost 2 years ago. Back when I started the channel. So that was the very first knife that she got for my collection. Won't be the last either. So far, I haven't seen any signs of Kaiser having heat treat issues. They're just, I mean, the action on them is smooth. That is just insane. You get it past the detent ball, that's crazy. That's crazy. And this was like a $50 knife when she got it for me. It's probably a little higher than that now, but it was like 20 bucks. It was $70 for this knife with my name engraved on it. So you can't beat the price. I've got the Kaiser Drop Bear in S35 VM with titanium scales. Love the Drop Bear. That thing is so cool. Yeah, I understand that, Pepper Dingo. There have been companies that have just kind of their QC has dropped to the wayside. Case in point, Benchmade. There for a few years, they were having super duper QC problems, and so at that point, you're hurting the trust of the company from your customers, and I don't know if you ever get that clientele back if you mess up the trust of your customers. And for me, a knife needs to be quality enough to keep bringing you back. If we're in this knife game, we're loyal to our brands that we like. We stick with them, but once they mess up your trust, you can't do that no more. And so uh, I know there's been some American companies just dropped the ball, and China's kind of filled the hole where they've dropped the ball. They've picked up, and instead of having bad QC and sending crap out the door, uh, yes, Benchmade is decent now, but they had a few years where they weren't. But China, they're filling the void. They're actually, instead of having just building it and sending it out the door, they're actually putting QC to it. So, I mean, you keep doing that and you're going to make the money. K bar, I love K bar. I carried a K bar with me in the army, and it's quintessential military name. But K bar is kind of janky the past few years. Like their heat treat really ain't good. If you get the K bar fighting knife, it's just you know it snaps off at the handle. It's just not a really good knife, and I've just been having a lot of bad luck with K bar lately. Yeah, they come out with D2, and it was like $100 for the fighting knife when I bought mine because it was in D2, and that was 2005, I think it was when I bought that. And it's just, man, trade did mess up. Yeah, trade did mess up a little bit. Yeah, especially when you say I'm bringing it back home. Buy my knives. I'm bringing it back home. Your first run, they need to be like spotless. So, yeah, I got the fake bench made too. Uh, I got the fake bug out and just to test it and stuff. And I wish I'd filmed it, but I snapped the blade off on it pretty easily, like really easily. Good thing about it was it come out of the box pretty sharp. Think about I've got a video I'm going to do here in the next week or two. It's going to be pretty funny, I think. Yeah, a bad thing too is like when you know you've been around for a while and you've got a good client base going, and then you start thinking that, well, we've got them now, they're not going away. You drop your QC a little bit, and then you start throwing out knives and charging more for them when they're not as good as the ones you made 5 years ago. I, and I understand with inflation and everything, steel prices, this, that, and the other. I do understand that. The more they pay for the steel, the more it costs to buy the knife. But at some point, steel only costs so much, and the amount of steel you may have in a blade may only cost the company $20, if that. All right, so let's pick another winner. All right. Me with knives. All right. So me with knives. You just won QSP Parrot. Excuse me. This one's in Jade G10. I thought I'd be kind of funny and sign it, being that it's in Jade, but I ain't gonna do that to you. It would lose its value. So me with knives just won a QSP Parrot and JG10. I love these knives, man. They're so freaking awesome. And the texturing on these scales is pretty, pretty nice. I've got a Parrot in my Carta somewhere. Here it is. In green micarta. I really like this knife. And so I figured it'd be a good knife to give away. And So me with knives. Uh, Go to the description of the video. Send me your email, or send me your address through the email, or go to Instagram and send me a message on Instagram, and I'll get this out to you, bud. I appreciate it. Now, everybody that wins will also get my new CB Tactical stickers. Thanks to Seamus Collins. He's awesome, awesome dude. He has a baseball team for a family. Love him to death. He's an awesome artist. And I'm not joking when I say he has a baseball team for his family. He has 9 kids. He is awesome. He is an awesome dude. And he's got a pretty good job too. He works on airplanes, so y'all, do you like the stickers? I'm These are the first run. Um, they're just in black and white, obviously, but the other stickers I'm doing, the background is going to be first calf yellow, and then the tank is a it kind of has a greenish hue to it now, but it was tan. It's like a brown tan, but now that it's got the yellow background, it's got a greenish hue to it. But me with knives, that is awesome. They are awesome. You all are awesome. Won the Perot. I like the Perot. Well, if you count Alice, the housekeeper, then the Brady Bunch had 9. If you don't count Alice, Brady Bunch had 8. Hey, more power to you. Hmm. Might do that. I might check into that, Firehawk. Hey, thanks to Tom. I appreciate him too for doing this. So next month I'm doing of course I've got my school to do and everything, but I've got to get my cars going. I got to go. We got a My car club is doing a car show that we have every year around my birthday. It's always around August 16th. This year it falls on the 18th. Not my birthday, car show. Uh, I think you have to be a moderator to put a link in. Not really sure. But I tell you what, I've been packing this Imperial. No, not this Imperial. I've been packing this old timer for a little bit, and Man, I really like this one. Now I kind of wrapped it back up to. I thought I might give this one away at some point, but I've been packing this old timer. It's a 110, 110T, no 31 OT, 31 OT, like 110 stuck on buck. It's buck. Why am I calling an old timer a buck? But this 31 OT, that is a handsome knife. I don't care who you are. That is a handsome knife. That is a good looking knife. The only thing I can gripe about is the pocket clip. I wish the pocket clip was the other way, where it's tip up instead of tip down. Most people don't care. It's just a preference for me, but I really like this thing. Old timer knocked it out of the ballpark with this one for sure. Yes, it is gun stock, Randy. Yeah, it's a pretty good looking knife. Got your thumb studs, lock back. I mean, it's pretty killer. I think old timer did good with this one. I tell you what, if they come out with a premium version of this and with the pocket clip on the proper end, I would, mm, I'd jump all over that. I would definitely jump all over that. But yeah, it's been a good one. I really like carrying it. If y'all want to get an American knife you want to work on right out of the box, and I'm not putting them down by any means, but so Bear and Son, they make some pretty good looking pocket knives. The only downfall I find on them is they're heavy. Most that I have actually uh, gotten, I got the Rancor 2, and I don't even know what this one's called. 61123. Yeah, I can't even remember what this one's called. But they're kind of heavy, but it's an American made company. They're made in Alabama. Uh, Now it's kind of hit or miss with the grind on these, but it's just like any pocket knife. It doesn't matter, if it's crappy steel or good steel. I mean, you can sharpen anything to make it cut. Whether it lasts a long time or not, now that depends on the steel. But as you can see, hopefully, it says built in the USA. I know it's backwards for you all, but is it? Is it backwards for you all? But yeah, if you want a fairly inexpensive American made knife, Bear and Son, they're all right. Just might have to hit them on a strop when as soon as they come out of the box. Not a dig at them, I promise. Hello, outdoors addiction. All right. Anybody getting anything new soon? Are you planning on getting anything soon? Not backwards. Everybody handshaking and waving. Man, see, this is the best community ever. You all are just amazing. I still can't believe that y'all tune in to listen to me in my old country, but fallen PM2. Is that the Northern Knives PM2 has? Uh, you gotten yours already? I ordered mine on first day within like an hour of them coming online. So I should be pretty low numbered, but I haven't heard anything yet. They're only making two. If you don't know what I'm talking about, so Northern Knives did a collab with Paul Munko. Uh, Colorful Filth is the name of his company, and they did a bug out, Benchmade bug out a couple years ago called the Spaced Out Bug Out, and it was really cool. It had a uh, astronaut on it and everything. Well, Metal Complex come out a few months ago, and they sent him one, and it's a collab between Northern Knives and Paul Munko, and this one comes with a comic book, a 12-page comic book. The comic book is actually the certificate of authenticity for this customized PM2, Spyderco PM2. It has titanium scales, now it's S45 VN blade, which is the normal PM2 blade now. Uh, but S45 VN blade, and then titanium scales. Then the scales are, well, I'll just show you if I can get to it. The scales are cerakoted, and that's what they look like. Now, that side's got a tank on it, and this was my what we were sitting here. I clicked on Metal Complex, and she's like, "Oh heck, it's got a tank on it." I was like, "That is pretty cool." And she whipped out a credit card and was like, "Order it. That's your anniversary present." Our anniversary was like in 2 or 3 days from that moment, and so I thought that was pretty awesome. Uh, but Oh, so you got the prototype that was sent to Metal Complex. Well, ain't you just lucky? Well, that is pretty awesome. That I have to say is pretty awesome to win it from Metal Complex. Well, that knife that you got is the reason why I ordered it. Lucky dog. Did yours come with the comic book? Oh, you didn't get the comic book. I would suggest getting it. I'm just saying, I would try to get it from Paul. All right. What's up, Bluminati? How you doing? Great, I hope. Shoot. Yeah, it's gonna be a pretty awesome night. Uh, Also, where yours, you didn't get the original hardware with yours either, did you? We're supposed to get the original scales and hardware with ours in case there's a warranty issue. Because Spyderco won't warranty it in the configuration it's in. They do know that these 250 are going to be numbered uh, and customized. So they agreed to honor the warranty as long as you put it back to the factory configuration before you send it in. The only thing I could think of being a warranty issue is like a heat treat problem or something like that on the blade. And that's not very likely coming from Spyderco. And, if you're not using the scales or the hardware, you shouldn't have no issues there. I probably won't be carrying mine much, but those are pretty cool. And, it had the tank on it. So wife was just like, "Yep, you got to get it." So I didn't argue. I was like, "Okay." But it's a dry heat though, Bluminati. No, no, not really. Yeah, uh, I don't blame you. Like I said, I mean, there really shouldn't be no warranty issues with it anyway. Thanks, Bluminati. I appreciate that, man. It's been a journey, but it's been a good journey. Uh, I've enjoyed getting here. Yeah, I just don't see any problems happening with the blade itself. Got to give it to Spyderco for that. I mean, they do make some quality blades. Yeah, So you got the same kind of heat I do, Pepper Dingo. That's why when we go to hot places in the world, especially humid, uh, they really like the military really likes the southern people. You know, especially like during Vietnam, a lot of people from the Appalachia area went because it's just like living in a jungle, hot, sweaty, humidity. One minute it'd be bright as all get out, next minute it'd be dark as all get out. I know what you meant, as. Yep, I sure did. I knew what you meant. I don't have many safe cleans now. I will say I keep my knives in my safe. That make them safe cleans? Mm, probably not. No, no. But uh, this one will truly be a safe clean. I mean, it will truly be a safe clean. I'm excited. They're supposed to be out by August. So, uh, like I said, uh, they're only doing 250 of them, and they gave you a refund, a $30 refund on the knife. Now it was expensive. I ain't gonna lie, it was $375 for the knife. Uh, but it's custom, you know. Well, there was milestones. So if they sold 100 of them, you got $30 back. And then if they sold over 200 of them, you got another $30 back. So in the end, uh, you'll get, it costs 315. That seems like a lot, but you're talking about titanium scales with Cerakote and uh, artwork. I mean, yeah, it's a lot goes into it. So, but that was like one of those, you know, she'll hold it over my head for the rest of my life thing. That's okay. I'll have one. Yeah. Yep. Got to do it again tomorrow, Pepper Dingo. That's for sure. I'm on. I got my 64 Impala hasn't seen daylight this year, so I got to try to move everything out in front of it tomorrow and get it out and try to get it ready for the car show coming up. Absolutely. That's what good vibes are for anyway. Keep you in line, you know. No, not really. No. But yes. So Mod L Fishing and Outdoor won the uh Kershaw filter, and me with knives won the QSP parrot. And I guess I can. We're about a hour and a half in. I'm so sorry, you all. Y'all got better things to do on a Monday night, I'm sure. So let me go ahead and let's do another winner. So this last one is going to be a QSP penguin, and this penguin is in JG10. And the reason I chose Jade is in case. you might want to dye them. You can dye jade any color you want: purple, red, yellow, green, blue. Uh, it's just like doing a clear G10, natural G10. Uh, but iconic knife, worn clip, or sorry, sheep's foot blade. Not They call it a worn cliff, but it's actually a sheep's foot. I think they call it a worn cliff. Man, man, sheep's foot. Anyway, QSP penguin, iconic, awesome. I've got this in 154 cm and titanium scales. I love it. I've got probably 5 or 6 versions of this. They're just awesome knives. Now it's a little dry. It could probably use a drop of oil, but they're really awesome. And like I say, that's the reason why I picked Jade, is in case you know it's a free knife. If you feel like you might want to try customizing a little bit, give it a little your flair, which is always encouraged. Uh, just like car building, there's millions of Mustangs on the road, but they're all different. Hey, Byron, thank you very much. I appreciate it. And you'll also, uh, along with the penguin, again, get another one of my CB Tactical stickers. These will be going on our website, on uh, our Shopify website that we have. Link is in the description of any video. It's in every video. So, Byron, you made it just in time for the last pick. And let's see here. Let's do a picker. All right. What? Wow. That 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 I promise ain't staged. Uh Byron, you just won uh a QSP penguin. You popped in just at the right moment, didn't you? I promise that was not staged. That is awesome. Uh Thanks for stopping by, Byron. I appreciate it, brother. Hey, so if you won a knife tonight, hit me up at hung_gar_hangman@yahoo.com. It was my old kung fu system, hungar. It's spelled HUNG underscore GAR underscore hangman at yahoo.com, or hit me up on Instagram Messenger. I prefer Instagram Messenger because I can verify who you are, but um, otherwise, you can uh, contact me through my email or our business email, which is baldwinsurvival@gmail.com. Baldwinsurvival@gmail.com. Congratulations to all the winners. Daggone, Byron. That is luck. I can't believe that. That is just luck. Byron he's gonna dye the scales, the jade scales jade. That'd be awesome. Uh, Excuse me. just writing it down so I have them all uh, correct. I'm glad you made it home too, Byron. I'm glad you made it home too, brother. And congratulations. I hope you like it. Uh, you know, the Penguin is definitely an iconic knife now. It's definitely needs to be in everyone's collection. Yeah, I prefer Instagram, Tom. So, in case y'all don't know, Tom Weingart, awesome guy. So I was doing a giveaway. Uh, how long ago? It's been a while. It's been a while. I was giving away a Leatherman Signal, I think. Yeah, and so Tom was in the channel in the chat talking and everything, and I had just got to know Tom from Knife Delights, and so I thought Tom Weingart was Tom from Knife Delights, and Knife Delights won the the Leatherman, and I was like, Tom Weingart, you won, blah blah blah, you won, and it turned out it wasn't Tom Weingart, it was Tom from Knife Delights, and so I felt so bad. I ended up sending Tom a Leatherman anyway because I was just like, my bad. I didn't mean to pump you up and make you think you won. Well, good. I'm glad it's your first penguin. Like I said, if you want to try your hand in customizing a little bit, you can take them G10 scales off and dye them with RIT dye. And uh, any color you want. Just make sure you use a pot that your wife don't want anymore, because if you use one with RIT dye that she cooks with, she might whoop you because it'll stain the pot for sure. Because you got to boil it. Uh, yeah, I'll probably be up a little bit. I'm fixing to eat supper as soon as I get off here and whatnot. So check in with my new class, see what it's going to be like. It's environmental science. I, I just do people how I'd want to be done. Watch City, I really do. Um, there's good people in the world, and there's bad people in the world, and I figure if I try to do as much good as I can, maybe I'll get a little bit back. Uh, I don't need much though. Thank you, Pepper Dingo. I appreciate you. I really do. Uh, you have a great week too. Uh, yeah, I mean, if y'all happen to be on Instagram, you can message me anytime. If you want to chit chat or whatever, I don't mind calling you. Ask As Turbo. I'll talk to you. Uh, but yeah, there's all kinds of stuff I like doing, and it's just not knives with me. Oh, my car was a 327, 300 horse, 4-speed car. It had the factory tack on the dash. You only got the tack when it was 300 plus horse in 64. So you got it in the 300 horse 327, and then you got it in the 409. car. Yeah, Firehawk got a knife. He won one. Firehawk, didn't you split your finger open with it after you got it? That really makes it yours. If you bleed on it, it is really yours after that. I appreciate that, White City. Yeah, yeah. It's a low rider. Uh, it's on air ride, so it sits on the frame. It was it was okay for a 327. It wasn't really nothing to scream home about, but I took all that out because I wanted to save it. Um, Original motor, original trans 4 speed. I just it's all in the corner. Randy, thank you very much for all you do, man. I appreciate you so much. You have a good night and a great week, brother. Stain on the wall. Did you sling blood all over the wall when you cut yourself? You sling your hand, sling blood on the wall? Didn't clean it off? There's probably spots around here where I've done that. That's good. So yeah, you split your hand open with it, your finger, your thumb, everything like that. It's yours. El Cap, you have a great night, brother. Great week. I'll see y'all Friday. It may be a silly video Friday. We'll have to see. I'm still trying to figure that out. Well, everybody, I appreciate you stopping in. I mean, you all make this possible. Uh, I'm not a knife expert. I just like what I like, and uh, I appreciate y'all supporting me. I try to get as much information for these knives as I can. Sometimes it's a learning process for me, uh, but there's so many knives you just can't keep up with all of them, you know. And but I try to give context to every one of them. Well, I appreciate you all. I'm gonna get off here and eat a little supper and probably take a shower. And I got to do a little homework. I got to start my new class today. I jumped in and looked at some stuff, but I need to start on it. Ah, you're killing me, El Cap. You're killing me. Oh, I appreciate it. Yeah, that's not good, Firehawk. Don't strop your blade with your palm. Well, thank y'all very much. Thank you, Todd. I appreciate it. It's been a cool trip getting here. And, it's kind of two milestones in one. I reached 600 subscribers and I've successfully uploaded 250 videos on YouTube. Wow. Can't believe I've done that many. Well, all right. Y'all have a great night. I appreciate you stopping by. Congratulations to y'all that won. Please get a hold of me. I'd love to send these out to you. And man, as I always say, Hope your belly's full. I hope your refrigerator's full. And for the love of everything, I hope your gas tank's full. And we'll see you Friday. Thank you all.